Right, we've got a package here, which my dad got really excited because he thought was his Christmas present of me. But when I told him that, no, it's not, because his had already arrived, he left it on the bloody floor after picking it up. Anyway, wow, this has come really fast. Actually, can't. I only won it the other day. But, yeah. Another Big Finish cassette to add to the collection. I'm trying to read what is the... I can't actually read that. Yeah, there's my dyslexia kicking the... Nah, I can't read that. I guess flat out can't. Yeah, and this actually seems in pretty remarkable condition, actually. Yeah. Again, since it's a Big Finish cassette from the early 2000s. In fact, this one actually I think is, yeah, from 2000. These ugly have no Dolby noise reduction whatsoever, much like a modern cassette release. But this story, I believe, is available on Spotify. So, yeah, if you want to listen to it for free, well, not for free, but if you have a Spotify account, then you can listen to it on Spotify. Or buy it from Big Finish's website for £3. Let's get a little look in the booklet here, which is unfortunately all in black and white. Yeah. Also, I just noticed the way this is printed, that is cut off there. Cut off the text. It's a bit unfortunate. Apologies if I sound a bit nasally, but I am full of cold at the minute. Yeah, there we go. That's another nice one to have in the Big Finish collection. And actually, the ironic thing is that Big Finish could actually... It's actually the perfect time for Big Finish to actually start re-releasing their stuff on cassette again. They're doing it with vinyl, but with the cassette comeback, especially for the UK, not so much other countries, but particularly the UK, cassettes have really made a comeback, particularly this year. You know, they could start releasing that old catalogue on cassette again. Or if they can't do that, then they could always ask me and I could do it for them. But yeah, anyway, that was good to have. This was very cheap actually on eBay. I won this on eBay for 50p plus 150 postage. So yeah, very cheap for this, but yeah, really good. And it was cheaper than buying it digitally even, and if I wanted to, I could digitize this, although to be honest, if I ever want to listen to it on the go, I'll probably just listen to it through Spotify. So, yeah. But anyway, nice to have that in the collection. Right then. Hello YouTubers, and we've got another package here. And this is being recorded on December 18th, and I'm recording it this way because of the size of the package. So I'm just going to have to get this open. If this is what I think it is, and I think I know what this is, it'll be better for me to just show you the things out sort of one by one style. So actually we'll adjust this up slightly. Come on, open up! God, there's literally, okay, there's a bag inside of a bag. There's like these bubble wrap style bags, and there's literally one inside the other. Oh my god, there's three. They've literally, Well, they've well packaged it, which is good. Oh, are you joking? Are you really? There's another one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. They've used 4 bags. 4 bags with this. I'm assuming it's full. I'm assuming this next one will be the last one. Certainly feels like it. Yes, okay. And it is what I thought it'd be. So anyway, let's go through these cassettes, because that's what they are. Oh yeah, so the first one, and we'll turn to manual actually for this, so we can focus. So we've got States of Decay. Now this is a later singular release, as you can see here. Let's go with the Dolby noise reduction. Ooh, this looks like it's had a little bit of a hard time there. So yeah, later on they managed to fit it all onto one cassette. Yeah, looks like it's a 100-minute cassette. So yeah, later on, rather than splitting it across 2 cassettes, they just found it to be easier and cheaper to put it on one cassette. Now, this next one I'm going to keep to one side. So that one wasn't really interesting. And by the way, this bundle of cassettes cost me £20 plus £3.50 postage. And there's really only a couple of cassettes in here that I was bothered about. So again, this one, the Real McCoy. Again, I've got 2 releases of this, so I didn't really need another one of them. And this one, yeah, this one, the box doesn't look like its original box actually, because it doesn't seem to want to shut properly. But yeah, that's another one of them. How about I put them out here? There we go. There we go, put them down there on the chair. Again, the Ultimate Interview. This is my 3rd copy of this. And again, I don't need another one of these, so probably someday I will end up selling my extra ones of these. But these I could only get in bundles. Trying to get all these out. Now this one's just a little bit more interesting. It's I can't tell if this is an earlier or later release of Doctor Who and the Pescatons. Looking at the cassette itself, I'm going to wager that it's an earlier release of it, just because of the type of cassette it is, but we'll have a look at the tape itself. Because the later BBC cassettes from the 80s, 70s and 80s, the later ones, all came on white cassette shells. Can't really tell, to be honest. But yeah, this one I will be keeping just because it's a different version. That Doctor Who and the Pescatons has had several different releases. For example, there is one that's in a double cassette case. I'm betting that this is also an earlier one because it's using, you know, sort of a standard case at the time with the black shell, whereas later cassette releases in general just went for an all clear sort of look. Yes, okay. So now onto some cassettes that I don't have, but are a little bit less interesting because, well, I guess so the first one we've got is Peter Davison reads Warriors of the Deep. So this one I do not have, so I will show it off a bit more. Okay, that's interesting. No notches at all and no cutouts. That is interesting, that. Although it'll probably be very hard to get another case for it. Also, this one, BBC, you can see how the later BBC tapes looked. This is clearly a one from the 1990s, by the looks of it. Especially because of that logo and the way that it all looks. Oh, ooh, that is some bad mould there. There you can see that buys. Yeah, that's quite a bit of mould on this cassette. I will not be bothering to digitise these because more than likely these will be released on the Blu-ray box sets at some point anyway, because Stays of Decay was on the Season 18 release, and this one, I mean, if you look at it, I'll just show it. If I can get it right on camera, there we go. So if we zoom in, you can see that a big tape is like sticking together, so that one not in great condition. And on the inside the little booklet just shows the others are in the range. To be honest, I'd never probably listen to it anyway, even if it was perfect, because, well, it's still Fury from the Deep at the end of the day. So, you know, who actually gives a shit? Anyway, next one. John Pertwee reads Planet of the Daleks. Actually, I don't know if this was I don't think this was included on the Season 10 box set, so I could be wrong about these. Let's have a look at the condition. Yeah, this one looks to be in fine condition, actually, and is actually not at the beginning. Actually, it's in the middle, which is a bit odd. So let's just have a listen and see where we're at, shall we?
In the bomb. With a gasp, Codal caught it. The Doctor climbed nimbly on top of one of the nearest Daleks and used it as a launch pad for a flying leap to the catwalk. Codal was examining the bomb anxiously. I think it's all right, Doctor, but the timing mechanism's damaged.
Right, so that's clearly from part 6. Okay, the booklet on the inside is exactly the same as the other. The only difference on this one is, obviously we've got a picture of a Dalek there. Other than that, it all seems pretty much the same as the other. And another one, and I actually watched this story the other week. Curse of Peladon. Yeah. This one looks in reasonable condition, actually. Looks pretty good. No mould on that one, so that one's all nice, well and good. And we've got Attack of the Cybermen. Let's have a look at the condition of this one. And a little bit of mould on this one, actually. Just a little bit. But there is a little bit of mould on that one, which is unfortunate. And now for the two that I was actually really interested in. So the first one, I have seen this available separately, but it was actually, to get it separately would cost me about £12 for the cheapest one. With the delivery included, so to be honest, getting it with this was better value anyway, because, you know, even though I wasn't interested in those cassettes there, it was still worth it, you know, just to have them in the collection. But anyway, this is the Secrets of Doctor Who Tape 3, and this one, if I remember rightly, should be, I think this one is Paul No! Oh! I thought it was going to be Paul McGann, but it's not. It's John Pertwee. So yeah, another John Pertwee interview. So this one, I will be digitising this, and this one has a Dolby noise reduction as well, so that's good. Though you can tell by the length of tape that this isn't very long. These were given away as part of the bundle with the Doctor Who calendar. I believe this one, tape 3, is from 1997. Let's put that in there. And the final one now, this is the reason I just flat out went and spent the 20 quid plus the postage on this, is because I knew this one existed because I'd seen someone have prints of the cover of it, but I hadn't been able to find it on eBay. This seems to be, I could be talking out my arse here, but this seems to be a rare one. At least in terms of, I've never seen it on eBay before, and but who knows, I've said this about things in the past and then suddenly a bunch of them come on eBay. I remember when the Palatoy Dalek was incredibly hard to find on eBay, and then not long after I reviewed it, tons of them just ended up coming on eBay and they ended up going down in price. So whether that was anything to do with me, probably not, but hey. Anyway, this is the Pertwee in person interview with David Banks. Yeah, this one is I've never seen before on eBay before this one, but I did know it existed. And just like on the others, it's on chrome tape with Dolby noise reduction, and yeah, there's no mould on this one, so that's good, because that is the one I was most bothered about. In terms of in the actual tape itself, well, there's information there. Yeah, I will be digitising this and scanning this card in, but there is a person on eBay who is selling scans of all the David Banks cassettes, interview cassettes, which is how I found out about this one. So yeah, now I know about that one. But anyway, yeah, so basically all that money was really for that one, but also for tape 3 as well, and the others, you know, the duplicates of the 2 David Banks cassettes, you could have done without them, to be honest. And but State of Decay and Doctor Who and the Pesticons, they are different variants of the same cassettes, so you know, at least there's something. And I don't have these others at all, the Warriors of the Deep, Planet of the Daleks, Curse of Paragon and Attack of the Cybermen cassettes. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm happy with what I got for £23.50 with the postage included on it. So yeah, and yes, I will be digitising excuse me, the 2 at the back. So they'll be, I'm going to release them all at some point. They're going to be called the Doctor Who Cassettes Restoration 2.0, because I'm going back and redoing all of the cassettes I've already done as well. Basically because I've got better, nicer equipment to put them through. So yeah, that's it for this bit and this one. Hooray. Okay, so we've got a package. This is going to be from Big Finish, I can tell by the box. Ah, good. Big Finish, remember, plastic line. And first of all, we've got that Vortex magazine that, yeah, okay. Actually, that wasn't a good enough throw. There we go. I've literally no idea where that went. Anyway, we got this. The War Master Anti-Genesis, or the War Master Volume 4 Anti-Genesis. Anyway, this is the latest War Master box set, and basically I have almost listened to the complete thing. I can actually show you where I'm at. I'm at track 11 on He Who Wins. which is track 11 out of 13, so nearly there, nearly finished. Not quite though, a little bit more to go, but enough to give you a think of the story. And basically, this, to be honest, is more of a sequel-ish to Genesis of the Daleks. I wondered if you could tell by, you know, the cover. And that, let's switch to manual focus, actually. There we go. So, yeah, this is more of a sequel to Genesis than anything else, sort of. It's basically a reverse of Genesis, where rather than the Doctor going back and changing events, you've got the War Master going back and changing events, though. Rather than just going back and trying to avert the Daleks' creation, spoiler alert, he decides to instead kill Davros and basically create his own Daleks. And literally there are a lot of parallels to Genesis, and in fact a lot of the dialogue from Genesis is actually spoken either by the War Master, basically speaking Davros's lines at times, word for word, or the Daleks repeating their lines, word for word. Yeah. Unfortunately, this box set is, yeah, it's one of those, again, just the singular cover, though I will say, unlike the previous two box sets in the War Master range, this cover is really nice. So, yeah, Big Finish apparently have been listening, and they actually put some bloody effort into this one. So it does look really, really nice. And you can see here, ooh, who is this? Well, it's Mark Gatius's Unbound Master. How does he fit into that? Well, I'm not going to say it anymore. From that, you can listen to the box set. I will say the first half plays out exactly the way you think. Literally, beat for beat. Everything you think that's going to happen, does happen. It's basically the Master going to Skaro and basically creating his own Daleks. In fact, there's a lot of correlations to also I, Davros in this. But the second half is where things get really interesting and go a little bit mental, and because, for example, the third story, Shockwave, is actually told a bit out of order, actually, a bit out of order. So, at the start it's a little bit, hey, what's going on? But then it all makes sense by the end. But it's an Unbound story. And also, Nicholas Briggs has penned not one but two stories in this box set, which is unusual, but he has penned the opening story and the final story in this box set. The opening story, From the Flames, to be honest, doesn't need to exist. It is literally just an hour-long setup for the Master getting the anti-Genesis codes, what the box set is named after, in order to go back to Skaro at the point of the Dalek development. That is literally the whole story. I have literally just summed that up. So we didn't need to spend an hour on that, to be quite frank. But all the other stories, you know, the Master's Dalek plan, haha, see what they did there? That is basically the Master's version of I, Davros. And Shockwave is where things get interesting, and He Who Wings is basically just a direct continuation of that. So yeah, overall a really good box set, and at the time we're recording this is obviously, you know, still available for its pre-order special price, though by the time this video goes out, I sincerely doubt that. But yeah, odd that we've got two Watermaster box sets in a year. Normally, we'll have to wait an entire year between one, so yeah. Will there be another Watermaster box set? I don't know, because normally Big Finish work in fours. Like, for example, Dark Eyes was 4 box sets, Ravenous was 4 box sets, Doom Coalition was 4 box sets, the War Doctor was 4 box sets, or whether they continued after that, but yeah. They generally plan them in 4 box sets. Though all of the War Master box sets, you could buy them all individually, and listen to them all individually. For one, they're not in order. In fact, the first War Master box set is actually the furthest in the continuity, because it basically all takes place, you know, just before the Master is left at the end of the universe for Utopia. So, yeah, really, these box sets aren't in order, and they're all and although the stories are all continuations of their individual box sets, they're all individual stories in one, so you could buy one. And as long as you know the logistics, like, hey, this is the Time War, this is the War Master, essentially, then, yeah, there's not really much to say about this. And I was a bit worried about Mark Gatiss's Unbound Master, because I've only heard his introductory Unbound story. But the thing is, this doesn't need any context, and Mark Gatiss is really good in this, actually, is really good as the Master, and he has a very different take on it, especially compared to Derek Jacobi as well. In fact, I do think Derek Jacobi's screen time or audio time is much better in this. It's much more. He's much more prominent compared to previous box sets. He's not that much. He's not in it that much in the third part, but that's because that is basically the Mark Gatiss Master show by that point. That's pretty much all about his incarnation. So yeah, a box set that I do highly recommend that you pick up. It'll probably go on sealing out at some point, or if not, I reckon probably a lot of people will be selling these on eBay. But yeah, I'll obviously I always keep my big Finish box sets, and I generally keep them sealed because, well, I get the digital copy anyway, and I just like to have a physical copy of things, so yeah, good to have that. If you're watching this, then you'd like to know the truth, wouldn't you? I've been searching for it for quite a long time myself. For a long time now, I'd be being chased by Daleks. Yet they hadn't killed me. Threatened to, yes, on many occasions, but never actually done it. I wondered why. There didn't even seem to be any heavy shots fired. They chased me for a bit and then just seemed to go and disappear. Well, that's when I discovered what was really going on. You see, these Daleks weren't ordinary Daleks. No. What I discovered is that these Daleks were actual toys that had come to life, much in the same vein as Toy Story. They just needed to keep people like me, and by the sounds of it, you, out of the way. They can't actually kill us, at least not directly yet. They may be just toys at the minute, but they're smart enough to rebuild themselves, and one day they will become an army again. They will become the real deal. I don't know how this happened, how they came into existence. All I know is we have to stop them. You might be thinking they're just toys. Yes, they are. The problem is that they have mind control technology. They can create their own robot men. And believe me, they're not as easy to fight off as you think. Don't believe me? Well, let me tell you about it then. And maybe it might not be so funny anymore. You've had it, haven't you? Hello, Nathan? A Roboman? Halloween. How am I going to distinguish a rubber man in the... I think I found the rubber man. Okay, I know you're in control, but you can stay back with that knife. Oh dear. Still receiving orders, I've got a chance. No. 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 Come on. I really don't want to hurt you because I know you're just being controlled. Yeah. Oh. I don't have to do this. What a waste. Removing the mask from the Michael Myers trick-or-treater broke the connection. Quite ingenious, actually, hiding the microcontrol circuits in the masks. What a perfect cover on Halloween. Normally they can just control the mind directly, but they're not at that stage yet. So we all just need to keep our wits about us and keep pretty quiet. Because you never know when the Daleks are watching.
We are always watching you.
Okay, Michael. It's Michael, isn't it? You might not be Michael. Stay back. Cut! How to stop Michael.
Oh god.
What we'll do is actually...
if you stand far enough back, I could do a fake swing.
Oh god, the light keeps falling.
Don't push us too hard.
Well, what I'm going to do is...
Don't push me
Okay,
too
so what
hard.
I'm going to do is push you backwards, and then you're going to raise your knife up like that and try to get me.
Okay.
Okay?
You do the force though, I won't put a force on. You like grab my arm as if I'm pushing.
Yeah, so just make your arm limp. Stand here as you were before, just looking that way. Okay.
Is it better from this? Which angle is best?
Yeah, from there, perfect. Okay. So, 3... Oh wait, we're already recording, aren't we? Where are you recording? Okay. 3, 2, 1, action! No! 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 Come on!
really don't want to hurt you because I know you're just being controlled. Yeah.
I just did the turn.
That is brilliant. So in 3, 2, 1, action.
I think I've
Yeah.
reached a dead end.
Problem is, I kept getting stuck on the line. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, and action. No, you should be popping out before then.
What? So when you need to give me some kind of signal.
Okay, so what I'll do is, I'll do.
Can you whistle or not?
Okay, I'll do that.
When you start whistling.
When I start whistling, that's when you'll pop out.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you see me?
Nope. Okay. Cut.
I tried to fit a help.
Ladies and gentlemen, who was under the mask? Oh, it was him the whole time. Yeah. Okay.
I am sweating.
So in 3, 2, 1. No, it didn't show up. He didn't throw it far. I was expecting. Okay,
Okay. Oh, you want it?
just bull it. So get to around about that chair. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. No.